Hello, YouTube and X. It's your main man BTM here, bringing you back to the BTM Crypto News Network. And we're back with the Turbo Toe Turn Up. I know you guys missed me, so I had to drop back in to see how things are going. But you've been crazy busy lately, just trying to keep up with everything going. I changed a screen. Let me see, trying to get the mic set up. I've been changing and updating, and my camera went out. So we are back with a background, but it actually looks pretty cool. So I think that's pretty awesome. But we're back with the turbo turn up time. And the question is, will Ethereum help pump the turbo toe token? So let me know what you guys think about that as well. And if Turbo is back in the pumping mode with the Ethereum going up in the FOMC meeting today at 1:30. Let me know what you guys think. Let me start the screen share and see what we can see. Okay. Um this is the what is this? This is the crypto bubbles. So Snake is up 2.4, Peanuts up 3, Litecoin's up 1.6. ASM is up 8.3. I'm glad I picked that up. That was a pretty good pickup, I suspect. Uh XCD, XDC is up 4%. Hex is up 18.8. What is this Hex anyway? Let me look into that. Piles up 5%. XCN is up 1.4. Dodge is up 1.6. Swarm is up 3.2. Ondo's up 1.1. Sui's up 0.8. EGB is up 0.5. Arrow's up 1.5. Sky's up 1.4. FTT is up 6.2. Luna's up 1.2. XRP is back in the race, up 2.62. Actually, that's back where it was, $3.14. Brett's up 5%. Con is up 2.2. Ethereum is up 2.1. So I think Ethereum will pass that 4K sooner than we think. And I think that will also help Turbo. So let me know what you guys think on the Turbo turn up time. So let's go to Live Coin Watch is showing a 309.4 million market cap. Turbo is up 0.9 on the hour. It's down 0.35 for 24 hours, down 7.1 for the week, up 27.5 for the month, up 3.4 for 90 days, and still down 16.3 for the year. Let's see, we have holders. Currently, we're at 56,000. 702. Current 4 hours were up 10, 12 hours were up 21, day were up 41, 3 days were up 118, week were up 142, 14 days, 2 weeks were up 360, and 30 days were up 954. We're definitely load the toad. What is up, Eric? What is up, Bernard? What's going on, fam? Turbo turn up time. That was the holders. So looking at the stats here, this is the Turbo Explorer with Aurora and Near Protocol. Total accounts is 83. Total transfers is 183. Total addresses is 396. Completed transactions is 4,150. Uh, Total tokens is 48. Total blocks is 25.3. Transactions is 4,169. Total contracts is 158. And total verified contracts is 38. We checked to see if these guys needed help with the verified contracts, but we will see. I don't know. I have to verify with these guys. Uh, so going forward, coin market cap price is 0047 up or down 0.22% on the day. Market cap is 325.9 mil won, down 0.17. 24-hour trading volume is 29.9 mil won, down 16.2%. So let's go to trading, not trading, coin, was it coin ranking? I think to see if there's any changes here. Uh, coinranking.com. Let's see what we have here for the toad, if it ever comes up. So this is coin ranking. Go to here. Search by categories. I think this is meme coin category. Where's memes? I don't have this part set up. Usually have it already together. Here we go, memes. I forgot this one quick little part though. Memes. Oh wow. Putty Penguin is number 4 at 2.2 billion. Are you serious? Bonk is 2.1 billion. Official Trump coin slid down to 1.8 billion. Let's see where the toady is. Let's see, scroll down. Turbo is number 20. Slid down. I think it was in like 15 or something. 325.6 million to 0047, right under PopCap at 326.6 mil won. Turbo is 325.6 million. Maybe we can pump back into 15, actually 17, maybe 18. It looks like the meme coin market's getting pretty condensed. And I'm just tripping that Putty Penguin is freaking number 4, 2 billion. Maybe Turbo can slide on to at least, where we at, 400, 300. Maybe we can get up back to like 600 million. Let me know what you guys think about that. Let me see here. The bubbles, I guess we'll go over to Twitter and see where were we. Also found this ETH Plora, which is actually something I've never seen before. It's also saying down 6% in the past 24 hours, 11% in the 7 days, and down 56 from the all-time high. So it's actually pretty interesting as well. Guess we'll go back to Twitter, see what's going on. This is Crypto PBS. Experienced significant volatility this week, with bias towards altcoin gains, aiming to break resistance levels. Ethereum above 4,000 is possible. but caution is advised as a V-shaped correction is possible to grab liquidity from lower levels. Use SL, turbo above ready to pump. And this is, I'm going to go live for the FOMC meeting, Fed meeting Wednesday, which is today. Everyone watching Rick's. Meanwhile, Turbo, I'm here, Power. We need to talk. Hawk or Dove. We're rocking this market either way. You feel me? So shout out to the Roaring Toady. Insanity. 175 days of resiliently pushing Turbo. This isn't stopping until we get smashed past a multi-billion-dollar market cap. So shout out to the Turbo Toad Warriors, the Turbo Toad Army, Turbo Turn Up Time. So this is 100 days of action Robin Hood to spotless Turbo. Whispers in the wood still speak of the toad who fought the gods with a bow of ash. Turbo Toad. Okay. Um, Never forget Turbo, the heartbeat of the market. It's kind of Wolf of Wall Street lookingish. Turbo, the heartbeat of the market. Let's go, guys. Don't give up on the toad. It's time that we load the toad. It looks like I missed a raid too. I was looking at that in the updates. Won't be surprised me if Turbo ends up surprising everyone like this. Major meme pumps and hits new all-time high, followed by a period of consolidation. No one expects Turbo, and then suddenly it breaks out. We've seen this scenario before. Now imagine what this does to investors when bubble maps show one big green turbo bubble among 99 red ones, liquidity flow. And imagine it happening during the big raise, doping phrase. I don't know, but shout out to replying to crypto, John. These charts on Turbo and Pepe look nearly identical. Memes are going to explode. And this is the Turbo. What's going on, Turbo? The breakout is unstoppable. May the force be with you. And I like the Star Wars theme, Raymond. You know, we stick with the Star Wars. The shout out to Raymond. Sammy, you, what's going on? I found Turbo. Where are you going to spotless Turbo token? That I guess is Bybit. Is that Turbo? Is that a fake Turbo? I think that might be a fake Turbo. But I do like that, Sammy. This is Lodi Toady. Who owns some Turbo? Who doesn't own Turbo? Just curious. Bob Moore Turbo. Load the toad. But this is not financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes. Um, Crypto PBS. Good morning, Turbo fam. I hope you're holding your positions strong and not panicking over a minor correction. Turbo is the first AI generated meme coin. The fact it is unchanged, and what makes us unstoppable is the community, massive, ever growing, and buzzing with energy. A shout out to all you Turbo Toad warriors. So this is Friday. Happy 10th birthday to the king of smart contracts. From your digital womb, I was born, first ever AI meme coin built on your blockchain powered by legacy. Here's to the past decade of innovation and the next one of domination. ETH and Turbo. I didn't even know it was their 10th birthday. Like we read this one already. I double posted that. Shout out to the Roaring Toady. Short term target. Um, Seek and style, steady and spirit. Turbo is the definition of a modern gentleman. He navigates the future with cutting edge flair, but this compass is set by timeless virtues, integrity, respect, and grace. In a fast world, Turbo is the steady heartbeat of honor. Shout out to the Turbo Toads Warriors. If you see Turbo and the crypto markets making retracement and you don't buy the dip, feel sorry for you. Sometimes you want to get unplugged. Sometimes you gotta unplug, ride the waves, and risk it all just like Turbo. Bulls don't rest, they reset. The moon waits for the brave. I like that. Torg. We're thrilled to announce the winners of the Turbo Token Kudos Phase 1. The community brain is truly recognizing the incredible contributions of all the toads. Congratulations to the official Ramos, Flippin' G Nasty, and X Rayman. Your support and engagement are invaluable. You'll be in touch with winners regarding their rewards. You already toads. Phase 2 Turbo Kudos is coming very soon. Keep an eye out on Discord, Telegram for updates. If you have any questions, feel free to message us here or Dan on the Discord. So shout out to Raymond's. This is Stealth X. How about Turbo, the first AI generated meme coin launched in 2023, now decentralized and powered by the community. Available for exchange, the Turbo Toad on Stealth. Money isn't everything. Family and Turbo matters more. Secure your Turbo. Grab the Tangent wallets. Let's see what the Tangent count is. The Tangent count is, drum roll, please. We are 270 wallets left. So it's making 269. So it's making pretty good progress, unless that was updating. Actually, let me check that to see. Let me see here. We're gonna pull some G's at liftoff. It's actually not turbo. Waiting for that to come up. We look at the charts. So it was 269. I was trying to see if it was going down. Upon loading, and we're still at 269. I don't know if it's still loading or if it's stuck. So on over to Trading View, looks like we got some activity on the 15-minute. Looks like the RSI is coming up to 58.6. RSI base moving average is 54, and we're building volume on the 15-minute. Looking at the 5-minute, looks like the volume is flat. RSI is flat. Looks like there's a couple of red. Looks like they're holding that 004 line. Let's see here. That was the 5-minute, the 15-minute. On the 45-minute, because we had a green candle and pulled back. RSI is up a little bit to 50.2, and we're building volume on the 45-minute. And we'll check 2-hour. 2-hour, we have 3 green candles, so it looks like something's going on here. Let me see if we can zoom. So the next leg down is 004, and we're at the 0047. RSI is down to 41.2, and RSI base moving average is 34.1. and we're losing volume. We might be in oversold territory on the 4 hour, and we'll check the 2 hour. 2 hour looks like RSI is down to 38.6. RSI based moving average is 36.2, and we're losing volume on the 4 hour as well. Looked at the stats, looked at the holders numbers, and this is the Explorer information. Let's see here. Let's go back to chat. Let me see. Ask chat a couple of questions. Okay. Yes, a major Ethereum pump could have absolutely help Turbo token, but the degree of impact depends on a few factors. How Ethereum pump typically helps Turbo. When Ethereum rallies, it often triggers altcoin season. Capital rotates into meme coins and microcaps. Increased risk appetite among traders. Gas activity spikes on Ethereum L1, L2, which benefits tokens built on the related to the Ethereum structure. Turbo runs on Ethereum. We knew that, actually. The Turbo Toad is a ERC20 meme coin. Historically, meme coins like Turbo, Pepe, and Fluke surge when Ethereum Bitcoin break out, even without project specific news. Liquidity and visibility boost. Ethereum strength draws new liquidity inflows into Ethereum pairs and meme tokens. Higher DEX revenue volumes, Uniswap base, ZK Sync, etc., were turbo trades. More Twitter X influencers and community engagement boosting meme token virility. If Ethereum surges post past key psychological levels like 3,500 or 4,000, meme tokens like Turbo often see a speculative wave. Turbo's historical correlation with Ethereum in Q1 2024, Turbo surged over 1,000% during Ethereum's breakout above 2,500 to 3,000. Most active turbo pumps have followed Ethereum-led rallies, especially when paired with meme hype uh, Pepe's bull run. Caution, Ethereum pumps doesn't necessarily guarantee the turbo pump. Some Ethereum rallies favor layer 2 tokens like Arbitron, OP, and Matic, DeFi info projects, or Solana meme coins, depending on narratives. Turbo must also overcome low volume versus meme coin competitors like Pepe and Dog with a Hat. That freaking dog, man, every time. Community fatigue or lack of new catalysts, like a major listing, influencer pump, or a meme event. So basically, we need to get another raid or meme event if possible. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think we are able to plan something possibly tomorrow or Friday? Let me know in the comments. So this is TLRD. Will Ethereum help Turbo? Can Ethereum pump lift the toad? Yes, especially during a meme coin or altcoin season. What's needed for the best impact? Ethereum pump meme token rotation volume increases. Best case scenario, Ethereum crosses the 4K, meme coin pumps, turbo joins in 3x to 10x move. Worst case, Ethereum pumps, but the money flows to other sectors, L2, gaming, Solana, leaving Turbo flat. What up, Thomas? What's going on, fam? I'll keep my 1 million of coins and maybe I'll sell them if we reach the 2 cent mark. Yeah, if we reach, I'm probably holding on to mine if we reach 5 cent or better. I don't want to sell too early and they skyrocket, or I don't want to sell and create the sell off that tanks the price. But you have to do what you need to do for your personal investment. It's not financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes. Make sure you have a plan and you know what to do when things happening. If you're holding Turbo or planning to get it, smart to watch Ethereum's resistance zones, meme coin sentiment on X, formerly Twitter, and community engagement around Turbo's dev team or influencers. Yeah, we need the dev team to come up with something, bro. Some new project or update or something to drive more interest back to the token. There's no evidence suggesting that the Turbo Toad is dead. It's still listed on major exchanges and maintaining active trading, but it's showing signs of weakening momentum and diminished market interest as of mid 2025. Uh, Live market snapshot. Price roughly 0046 to 0048, down 6 to 7% over 24 hours and about 14% over the past week. Trading volume around 30 million per day, indicating a reasonable liquidity, but failing action compared to prior highs. I'll load up on Caspa with benefits, smart contracts, and future listing. Definitely got some Turbo and Caspa, and holding Caspa as well. I think the end of August might see some movement in Caspa, but we'll have to wait and see. Market cap near 320, roughly 64% off of its all-time high at 1 penny in December 2024. Turbo's chart looks range bound between the 0023 and the 0034 resistance and the 0032 support recently with no breakout yet. According to Cryptonomics, there's growing pessimism. Most holders are retail, less than 1K long-term retention, and only about 6% of wallets have traded in the past months. All signs of weak conviction. Weak conviction. You guys, what are you doing? You diamond handed. Let's get back out here. Community activities cooled off. Notably, projects like the Turbo branded Tangent hardware wallet have limited availability, just 350 units, suggests low scale and real world engagement thus far. So that was the problem I was having, right? The activities cooling off. We had some changes in the group, in the community, and we kind of stopped pushing so hard. So I don't know. I would like to get more involved in the business side of the project, especially working with uh, other projects. Seems like our project collaboration is slowing down. A lot of people left, and the people here are doing everything they can to keep the momentum up. But we're going to have to circle the wagons and see if we can pull more project power together. It's not dead. Actively trading on platforms like Deepcoin, Binance, Gate.io, and Coinbase, still visible and functional. There is no report of contract abandonment, mass delistings, or free token freezes. However, multiple red flags suggest stagnation, low conviction among holders, limited liquidity growth, Steep drop from all-time high and prolonged consolidation without new catalyst. We definitely need to get a new catalyst or a new fire under the project, right? Something to at least pull some more adoption and awareness back to the project. Let me know what you guys think about that. Critics labeling it a fading meme coin with risk of further stagnation. Quick summary: trading status live on major exchanges, the 0046 and 48. Volume liquidity, 30 million daily volume, but down from earlier highs. Investor sentiment declining, low wallet age, and weak holder activity. What does wallet age mean? I don't know. Utility and developments, minimal real world integration. So far beyond limited hardware wallets. Overall outlook active but stagnating. Not dead, but struggling to regain momentum. What could Turbo what could Turbo renew what could revive Turbo? A broader crypto revival or Ethereum driven alt season might lift it temporarily. A new major listing Robinhood or influencer push rekindle interest. So definitely trying to rekindle the interest or at least get someone else more involved in the conversation. Deeper utility expansion, like real world adoption, would be needed to support a turnaround. So maybe we can start rating and partner with another real world asset. Turbo Toad token is alive but languishing. It continues to trade moderately, but is fading community conviction, declining volume, and lack of utility leave it vulnerable to further drops unless new momentum or real world catalysts emerge. So let me know what you guys think about a real world catalyst or what can be drawn to help uh, bring more conviction back to the project. Any ideas, thoughts, or processes we could do? Throw it in the chat and let me see where it's at. Let me see. While we're waiting, might pick up a video or two or see how the videos are coming. I haven't seen very many people talking about Turbo as of late. So let me know the freak in the comments. Let me see if we can ever get YouTube to come up. What we got for Turbo? Let's see what the new video is. So this guy's talking about Nitro. This is me. Turbo bottom approaching. I guess we can check out what this Dr. Money's saying and come back to Trading Sniper.
Imagine this. You buy 200,000 Turbo tokens today, and in the next few months, That tiny decision could make you a lot of money. Sounds wild? Maybe. But in this market, the wild plays are often the most profitable. Here's why Turbo could be the meme coin that shocks everyone this cycle. Right now, Turbo is trading around $0.0045 with a market cap of just $327 million. That's after a healthy dip, and I love healthy dips. Because back in December, when the crypto market went into hyperdrive, Turbo nearly hit a $1 billion market cap. It didn't quite touch it, but it got dangerously close. And guess what? That was just the first wave. Turbo isn't some random coin hoping to get lucky. It's a meme coin with traction, with community, and most importantly, with access. You can buy Turbo almost everywhere. Binance, OKX, Bybit, BitGet, MEXC, you name it. No obscure swaps, no hidden DEX listings. This is retail ready. And in a meme coin supercycle, retail access is everything. Let's say you buy 200,000 Turbo tokens today. That's around a $1,000 investment. In a conservative rally, if Turbo just retests its previous high and touches a 1 billion market cap, you're already sitting on a solid 3x. But if the market catches fire again, and it will, I expect Turbo to break past that previous high and reach a 2 to $2.5 billion market cap. That's your 5x to 7x return right there. And that's the bear case. But what if things go more conservative, as we used to see meme coins to move? Because meme coins aren't driven by fundamentals, they're driven by momentum, community energy, and narrative. Turbo is one of the first meme coins of this cycle to go mainstream. It's already proven it can capture attention. If we enter a true meme mania phase like we saw with Pepe or Doge in the past, Turbo could easily push to a $10 billion market cap. At that level, your $1,000 investment becomes $30,000. That's not just a flip, that's a crypto blessing. And if the unimaginable happens, if Turbo captures the spotlight in a Pepe-style run and the market enters total euphoria, we could be talking about a 20 billion plus market cap. At that point, those 200,000 tokens could be worth $60 to $90,000 or more. Life-changing money from a meme. And here's the thing, it's not even about utility, it's about positioning. Turbo is well known, it's widely listed, and the community is loud and loyal. That's the meme coin trifecta. If you're looking to position yourself before the next run, before the crowd comes back, then this is your window. Because once it pumps again, you'll be chasing instead of accumulating. I'm not saying go all in. I'm saying be strategic. $1,000 here, that's how you build moonshot exposure without risking your whole stack. Meme coins don't make sense until they do. And by then, it's too late. I always say the best returns come to those who buy when it's boring and sell when it's chaos. So ask yourself, do you want to watch the next meme wave from the sidelines? Or do you want to be riding it, locked and loaded? Your call. Dr. Money Glitcher.
Shout out to Dr. Money Glitcher. I never heard of this guy before. But let's go back. I think it was Trading Sniper. Let's check what the Trading Sniper has to say real quick and see what he has on board. And maybe squeeze in Row. Row's been the most consistent trader. Talking about that Turbo Toad token, the Turbo Toad turnout.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are my snipers doing today? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Listen, today we're talking about the one and only legendary Turbo token. Oh, wow. Listen up, ladies and gentlemen, right? Look at our boy, right? Lumix. Shout out to you, bro, once again for these animations. Guys, this is always a good pack a punch, right? I've said it in the other video, but I'm going to say it one more time. Animated videos like these, videos that are even longer, videos that are funny, videos that just give entertainment, always can be, they are always a net positive because they always have the potential to go viral. And it's just, it's just nice, right? Looking at this, right? We have to be honest, is much nicer than just even a picture, right? Pictures are awesome. Don't get me wrong, but these types of videos are what we love, right? It's just the reality. Look, there's actually some great news surrounding Turbo, right? We had some people that won. Right, we're thrilled to announce the winners of Turbo Toad Token Kudos Phase One, right? And it showed some people that won. But the main thing I want to talk about today is, ladies and gentlemen, we got listed on Stealth, okay, on the Stealth Exchange. How about Turbo, the first AI generated meme coin, launched in 2023, now decentralized and powered by the community, right? So you can swap it, get the Stealth app here. Stealth, doesn't use smart contracts, cutting down security risks and update hassles. So you can get Turbo now on this exchange. And when we go on their exchange, 55,000 followers. They get a couple of hundred to a couple of thousand views per post. So not bad for an exchange. And of course, they're going to be bringing in that extra volume, that extra volatility. And ladies and gentlemen, this is always one of those things that's a net positive, right? There's no other way to say it. Getting listed on another exchange always brings some type of exposure, some type of volume, and you know what's going to benefit us really, really heavily during the bull run, right? During the ultimate bull run and altcoin season. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's look at the technical analysis. Okay. So when I look at this, right, this does not really surprise me, the fact that we are getting corrected. This is why I always say, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, these nice big pumps are great, but the context of the market is that we're not at a time where, we're going to be consistently printing these. Not yet, right? We will be consistently printing big candles like this during the peak of altcoin season, which is why it's the craziest thing in the world. You're going to be seeing, you know, on a bad day like a 15% pump, on a good consistent day it's a 30, 40, 50% pump, and imagine that for a whole month, right? Imagine that. The thing is, ladies and gentlemen, you got to realize, if Turbo goes up 10% in one day, okay, that is a lot of money. And if it goes up 20% the next day, you have to realize that's a lot more money. And eventually, right, it goes higher and higher. And let's say your coin, right, let's say Turbo 10x, okay? Turbo 10x within a 2 week span. You're like, whoa, this is crazy, right? This is crazy. We're like at 3 or 4 billion market cap. And then what happens when we get a 10% day there, right? It might not seem like a lot because it's in terms of percentages, because it's a 10%. But a 10% on a 4 billion market cap Turbo coin is an extra 400 million market cap. And for people that have been buying at these lower levels, that is an insane multiplier. That's the thing, people, right? That is the thing, that later on, those 10, 15, 20 consistent percent days that are near the end of the altcoin season, the last week or two, they still hit like a truck in terms of the net positive for your account. Because at that point, we're no longer dealing with, 10% up for the day on a 300 million market cap coin, 400 million cap coin for Turbo. No, we're dealing with billions of market cap. So a 10, 20, 15%, 25% day at that point is really nice. Like, it's really, really nice. But look, right? We saw this huge pump on the 14th. It was very, very nice. But ever since then, practically the last 2 weeks, we have been getting corrected, right? And there's been zero, absolute zero signs of any reversals at this moment, right? We had this sell off, right? We can even go back, ladies and gentlemen, and you can go back to the video. We said how important and crucial it was to close above this. Now, some people think technical analysis is random. It's really not, because the moment we closed below it, I said practically I was gave out the warning signs. I gave out the emergency bells. I know some people were not happy. They're like, hey, the title is a little bit too FUD, too bearish. But if people, I give you these warnings for a reason, right? I want people to watch the video so that they're informed of why things are going down. Because the thing is, a lot of people don't understand why things go down. Okay. The fact that, let's say, Turbo was up an extra 25% a week or two ago might put a lot of stress on people, right? You got to realize, a lot of people in general are emotional in this world. A lot of people don't understand what they're even seeing on this screen right now. So, when they see, oh, I made $1,000 or I'm up this much, and then a week or two later, they're down 25%, they might start getting worried. And the last thing I want for people to do is to panic sell at a time like this. This is why I put sometimes urgent titles, urgent thumbnails, is because The information is important. I need people to listen so they don't screw this up. You have to understand, people, we are super, super close to altcoin season. If things don't break out with Bitcoin dominance over the next week or two and things do get extended, it'll be like maximum. I'm telling you, maximum near towards the end of the year, right? We are so close to the finish line, ladies and gentlemen. If Bitcoin dominance breaks, then we can be seeing Turbo at its peak within a 2 to 3 month span from here. Okay. That is how close we can potentially be. Okay. We're not close to the finish, or we're not close to the middle line. We're definitely not close to the beginning line. And the last thing I need for people to do is to mess it up out of impulse, out of them being scared. Okay. Now we got that out of the way. All right. Let's look at the technical analysis in depth. So, look, this over here, all right, this order block is what we're looking at. We've been looking at this practically ever since, this call over here around the 14th, 15th, and 16th of July. We've been talking about this main zone, and I still believe it is ultimately going to play out. Now, technically, technically, we already touched the top of the wick. But I do believe we want to go deeper into this candle over here. Right? I do believe we want to get more in the center of this candle. So for me, we should be seeing a smaller drop of just a couple percent. Right? I don't really think we should be breaking down to the next level zone. We do have a order block here on the daily, which, I mean, 10% is not that crazy to wick into. So that's like the maximum we should honestly drop. But that, even then, I'd be a little bit surprised, right? But mainly I'm looking for this zone over here, especially if we make it a little bit tighter, right? More or less something like this. One more little down move before we start going sideways. I really do believe, the sideways movement is just around the corner, especially that August is also around the corner. Okay. August is also around the corner. And ladies and gentlemen, we also just literally took out this last weekly candle over here, right? We took out the last weekly candle, right? So going down a little bit wouldn't surprise me. Plus, let's just say hypothetically we close the way we close. It would not surprise me that in the beginning of August, we would see maybe a fake out the first few days just to take this zone out, right? So, like I said, we could come back down to here, boom, boom, and eventually start reversing. Okay, when we look at the monthly candle, right? When we look at the monthly candle, we do technically have a order block right over here for the monthly, right? We do have one here. If we go on the weekly, right? There's this gap. We go on a daily, right? It ties into this gap. So, like I said, that probability of dropping 10 more percent, you know, it's not the craziest, but it's also not, really unlikely that it will happen. Either way, I still have a lot of faith for Turbo, right? I have a lot of faith for Turbo. I don't think, we should be going down, all the way down here. I'd be really, really surprised. I still expect the 3 month candle to be fairly solid. But I think the big, big, ultimate big pumps are mainly going to come during September. I still think August is going to be a great month. Don't get me wrong. I still think August is going to be a great month. And I think there's a good chance that we come back to take this area out at the bare minimum. However, the next time we do start getting a nice pump, this is going to be the key zone I'm looking for to wick before we get some type of pullback, right? So let's just say we come back down a little bit. We go like this eventually. We do something like this, and then we go like this, and that's where we start correcting a little bit slower, a little bit deeper. Okay. But yeah, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Goodbye.
So shot out to the trading sniper. I guess we got a second. We can pull Row in here and see what he's talking about.
Or
Uh,
companies and institutions using DeFi in the same way. And I think one reason
so let's see what Row has to say about Turbo. Looking at the chart real quick. Looks like ZBCN's pumping a little bit. ASM and Ethereum's got something going on. So let's see if Ro has anything there. If this video ever starts. So we'll give it a second for the video to come.
What's going on, Turbo family? Hope you guys are having an amazing day. I know that I am. The price of Turbo is on a little bit of a dip, but it is sitting at a very strong support area, which honestly, I low-key said, guys, it's going to come back down and retest. If you guys are new around here, my name is Ro, and I talk about Turbo every single day here on this channel. If you are new to the Turbo community, then hey, listen, guys, I upload 2 to 3 videos every single day. I've been doing so consistently for the past 16, 17 months. I don't even know how long, guys, but honestly, it's my pride and joy. If you guys are a Turbo holder, thank you for the support. And honestly, we're going to be taking a review on it. We're going to be taking a look at any updates that come out, and that's what we do on this channel every single day. I've been in the markets since 2017, so I have learned a thing or two, and I'm basically here to help you guys avoid the mistakes that I make. Now, with that being said, let's get into today's video. Now, first things first, guys, we'd like to take a look at coin market cap. CMC, you can see in the last 1 month, Turbo's price only up 20%, right? We were once at a point where we rallied up to 206, and now we're back down to 2047. Market cap, I want to say, sitting at around $325 million after reaching 450 million, guys. You are looking at a very good pullback right now if you did not take advantage. Back in, I want to say it was June 22nd when we kind of bottomed out. June 20, around this time when we bottomed out, guys, when the market cap hit like 200 million, or even before that, right? If you were buying when the price of Turbo went under 100 million, you're chilling, you're doing fine. Now, here on this channel, we were buying Turbo, guys, a very, very long time ago, back in like 2020. I want to say early 2024. Let me just check the price of it back then. Around that 304 mark. If you guys have been watching me, since March of 2024, I was talking about Turbo from back then. So if you were buying all the way back then, you would still be up a lot of money. And that's why I like to say, you guys could have the best meme coin that is out there, which I strongly do believe that Turbo has a very good chance of. You could argue that Turbo is probably one of the better meme coins for this cycle. But if you don't have a good entry into that project, like if you were buying, guys, at the peak here at a penny, 0.012, which is basically, I want to say, just shy of $1 billion market cap. Okay, maybe $800 million market cap. Yeah, you're probably not going to love the project a whole lot. But if you were buying early, if you were buying these lows, right? Which again, you didn't have to be buying early for this. You just had to have conviction in the project that you in this project. If you believed in the project and you were accumulating sub 200 million, guys, and mind you, you had from February 24th all the way until, like, you had 2 months of accumulation time. If you were buying then, you would still be up a pretty good amount of money. And I think that Turbo is not done yet, right? I do believe there's still a potential for it to go to 3, 4, 5, 6, even up to $10 billion market cap. That's just my humble opinion. Honestly, the things that you're going to want to look for is Ethereum breaking out. You can see Ethereum dominance very close to 12%. As ETH rallies, guys, as Ethereum dominance climbs, that's just one step closer to an altcoin season. Now, altcoin season that we've seen in the past is typically when Ethereum dominance is at like 14%, guys, and we are dangerously close to that area. So if you guys are looking for what projects to buy, what projects to sell, we do talk about that over in the Meme Coin Mastery, guys. We have a banging play coming tomorrow, guys. If you want to be early into that play, because trust me, you're not going to want to miss out on it. It's a base play. We're going to be dropping it tomorrow. So if you guys want to find out what that play is, because I'm pretty confident it's going to do well, check out the Meme Coin Mastery. There's a link down in the description, guys. You get access to my buy and sell call. So right away, whenever I buy a project, you guys are made aware. Not only just that, guys, you also get access to exclusive videos helping you guys navigate the market, psychology, just things like that. Also, you get to be a part of an active group of investors who are all after the same goal. They all bounce ideas off each other. There's people in there, guys, that make $10,000, $20,000 months. They're doing pretty good, if you were to ask me. A meme coin made by AI for the people. Now, the reason that I'm so confident in Turbo is, yes, one of the reasons my channel is doing really well is because of Turbo content. So I'm going to continue to upload Turbo content because there's obviously an audience for it. Whether you like it or not, guys, if you are someone who hates seeing the same type of upload every day, you need to understand that yes, my content is for you guys, but it's also for the people who haven't heard of Turbo, who are still looking for a good play to get into. And I strongly do believe that Turbo is one of them, right? Great narrative, great tokenomics, contract renounced, no taxes, total supply 69 billion, which all tokens are circulating. Has something called Turbo Swap, has a great narrative of it being positioned in the AI realm as well as meme coin realm. The dev for this project is doxed. He's taken a step back. It's more or less community run at this point. They have never paid for any exchange listings. A lot of people say, hey, I'm on Turbo's payroll. Honestly, guys, I wish. I've never been paid a single penny from Turbo. So that doesn't mean they don't show support, right? Obviously, I'm very cool with a lot of the people from the community of Turbo, and that's literally what we have to do. We need to come together. If you guys are Turbo holders, go over there on X and start talking about it. Month after month or week after week, guys, you usually see that Turbo is one of the most talked about projects that are out there. So for exchanges like Robinhood, Bybit that haven't taken that step yet to list Turbo, it might be smart, guys, if you were to just go out there, start talking about Turbo, start posting about it, because it's only going to go as high as we, as a community, make it go. You can see here bouncing in the support area right now. This is a really good buying opportunity. Not financial advice, guys, but this support area here, just back to that resistance, is a 40% gain. Okay, that's a very solid buying opportunity. You always want to make sure that you guys are looking at the risk to reward when accumulating. I don't see it dropping much further than this. Again, worst case scenario, we do drop, and if we break below the support area, we're revisiting those lows at 200 million, which we haven't seen since June 22nd. And I don't think we're going to go back there, especially if Ethereum holds this position, or if Ethereum breaks over 4K, then you best have been buying at this support area, guys. Support and resistance is the easiest way to trade in crypto. It's a no-brainer. Honestly, you don't need to be the most advanced trader to literally have good buy positions. Just a little bit of TA goes a long way. Make sure you follow Turbo on X, guys, so you stay up to date with the latest information. Not to mention, guys, they are always doing collaborations, partnerships. You can see here, they partner with Open Format, and they announced the winners of the Turbo Token Phase 1, which is, I believe it was let me see. I think it was a meme contest, if I'm not mistaken. The winners, first place got 150, second place got 850, and third place got $50. I think it's super cool. Listen, if you guys are interested in stuff like that, just follow them on X, guys, because they do partnerships, announcements, collaborations, giveaways, literally all the time. Turbo on the 12-hour chart looks beautiful. The good old cup and handle here, retesting support, should be a good move towards the upside. Turbo short-term target. I really do want to see a break above a penny. Trust me, I'm more bullish on Turbo than ever. Me, when Turbo hits 40 cents this cycle, very optimistic, guys. Oh, I mean, I would love to see a 40-cent Turbo. Still like Turbo in this area. I mean, it's sitting at a really good area right now. I honestly don't check the price of it too much. I check market cap, and it's sitting at 2047 right now, which is basically 325 million, guys. I really want to see us break into this next support area, hold above it, and then start another move towards all-time highs. But obviously, guys, all things take time. If you guys enjoyed this video, please remember, just be patient with your bags. Do your due diligence, do your own research before you buy anything. And obviously, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm only here to entertain you guys and educate. And if that's work, then hey, I've done my job. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, family. God bless you. Jesus loves you. Take care and peace out, guys.
So shout out to Ro and those updates on the Turbo token. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and super chat. And also come back at 1:30. We will be doing the live update from the FOMC meeting. Find out if they're cutting the rate or not. But thanks for joining. And as always, stay weird, right? And be dangerous. It's your main man BTM signing out. And peace and hair grease. See you back at 1:30. And I'm out.